What's up, y'all? It's Kara here. Thanks for tuning into this video. And here in my skincare drawer, and I need to change some stuff out. Some stuff I have actually used up that need to come out of here. I need to go into these two drawers up here. Are basically just more skincare. As you see, I have my Derma E that I just purchased, but I can't even fit it in the drawer, so I need to rotate some stuff. And this is what I use as my everyday skincare drawer, so I'm gonna go through it and see if there's certain things in here that I can get rid of, and then we'll go into the other two drawers. So if you're interested in seeing my skincare, I guess this is like my skincare collection, right? So if you're interested in seeing my skincare collection, definitely keep watching. So first off, we have, I'm almost done with this, so I'm going to keep this in. And if you saw the PR haul that I got, this is supposed to be autofocus, this damn thing. The CeraVe, and it's their broad spectrum skin renewing day cream. So this has a SPF of 30, so I've been mixing this actually with something that I just used up. Let me see, right here. So this is my Kate Somerville goat milk. This is one of the minis that I got in the Sephora favorites collection that I featured in my haul. So I've been using these together. Now the CeraVe, I actually have a backup of this, and because I purchased this one from Ulta, and then I ended up getting another one sent as PR. So I actually have another SPF that I normally use, so I'm gonna actually rotate that from that other drawer that I was talking about. So after I finish this, then I'll continue with the one that I was using last year. Kate Somerville goat milk. I really did like this. Really did like this facial moisturizer. It has that thinner consistency where I feel like it absorbs into my skin and it's actually hydrating. Some of those thicker texture moisturizers, sometimes I feel like it just sits on my face, even though sometimes it does, you can feel after a while whether or not it absorbs. So I prefer thicker consistency moisturizers overnight, and that's if I'm feeling extra dry. But for something that you want to put on before you actually do your makeup, this would be a very nice one. I really enjoyed the Kate Somerville goat's milk moisturizing cream. That one is actually going to end up in my empties though, because that's done, so that's going to come out. Another moisturizer, as you know, if you follow me on Instagram, I was a part of the influenced the Voxbox for the L'Oreal Revitalift. Oh, and I also featured it in my PR haul as well, so if you haven't seen that, check it out. L'Oreal Revitalift moisturizer. Now this is one that has that thicker consistency that I was talking about. So when we was doing that 14-day challenge, I realized like maybe a week in that I didn't like using this before my makeup. So I did it anyway just to see, and I really didn't see any kind of difference as far as that 2 weeks has gone. I use this mainly at night now. The fragrance is something that I really don't like. If you're sensitive to fragrance, very highly fragrance moisturizer. This is almost done, but this is my Smith's Rosebud Salve, and of course we can't find the top because Chloe always goes and gets some of this, so I'm gonna keep that in there, of course. But this is the Pure Identity Luxe Firming Eye Cream. Sometimes when it comes to eye cream, sometimes you feel like they work and then sometimes not. Like, it's crazy, but this, I know it's very hydrating, which I do appreciate. And yes, I did learn how to use the bowl. My preferred method is still to apply the cream with my finger first and then go over it with that metal ball, because it gives that cooling effect. So that's how I prefer to do it. But this eye cream, like I said, it's very moisturizing. Did it firm? I find that maybe I'm getting a little bit more sleep. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it may have diminished the lines, but the lines underneath my eyes will never just ever disappear. So I don't think there's no magic eye cream that'll do that. And then speaking of eye creams, I also use the Tarte Maracuja Seat Brightening Eye Treatment, and I do like this. This is very moisturizing, and I do like mixing them both together. So I like to do little cocktails. I do mascara cocktails, sometimes foundation cocktails, and skincare cocktails too. So now this is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA liquid, and instead of the toners that I told you guys about, which you'll see, I I don't know if I'm going to get into that part of skincare today. I think I'll do that area separate, and excuse the background because it is a mess. That's why I'm cleaning up here. But back to this. So if I'm not using the toner that I normally use, which is the Murad, I'll go in and clean with the BHA liquid. Now I would use this more at night, as again it helps to reduce redness, and it helps with collagen, unclogs, and diminish enlarged pores. So this is something that I like to use at night, because even though it says liquid, I feel like it leaves like kind of an oily residue. So that's why I like to use it at night with my skincare, as opposed to my makeup and have it break it down. So this is something that you also saw in that video that I did for skincare. This is the Pure Melt Away Makeup Emulsifier, and I haven't used it since. This is not something that I actually reach for. I told you guys in that video I really didn't prefer this, because if I'm doing that kind of deep treatment where I need to use like the little Shiseido wipes to clean my face, this makes you have to wipe your face. I'm lazy sometimes, so I like to use like my Bioderma, which is also over there, but I like to use stuff like that where I feel like my skin is more or less clean. This, you feel like you have to wash your face afterwards, and then you're giving me 2 steps to do it, unless I have on a lot of makeup where I feel like I need to break it down. But on my daily basis I don't wear that much makeup, so it's really not that big of a deal. I'll keep it, and I'll probably move this to the drawers over here because of the fact that I don't use it so much. And oh, I didn't say whether or not this is gonna leave, but this is gonna stay the BHA, because like I said, I use it at night. Not every night, but I use it at night. Now this one, I don't think this one agrees with my skin. This Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Treatment, and it's an overnight resurfacer. And AHA and BHA is like the Paula's Choice thing up there. It's just basically something that resurfaces your skin. It's more like a chemical treatment, but very light. I don't know. I'm not a dermatologist. I can't speak. I mean, even though I do work in a hospital, but definitely look up AHAs and BHAs. I know Stephanie Nicole here on YouTube. She has a great video, which I'll actually link that down below. So if you guys are interested in more details about that stuff, definitely check out that video. But this one here, like I said, I don't think it agrees with my skin, because every time I put this on, everything that I put on top of it balls up. You're supposed to put this on and then apply your moisturizer. Or yeah, you apply your moisturizer after the fact. So once I went to apply any moisturizer, I've tried numerous moisturizers with this AHA treatment, and everything that I put on top of it ended up balling up. I even tried my Josie Maran, my argan oil. I don't even think it's in here. I might have finished it, but my Josie Maran argan oil, even that balled up going on top of this. So this is a no-go. I really wanted to like this, because as you know, I love Ole Henriksen products, but this was part of one of the kits that I have. And you guys, yeah, Ole Henriksen right here, the Truth Serum. I keep telling y'all, it is the truth. Y'all need to try that. Of course, that's staying in there. And I don't really have much left. It's almost done. Ole Henriksen, I'm so mad that I'm almost out. But as you know, I did buy a vitamin C serum to put as a backup, so we will test that out. But this Ole Henriksen product was a no-go for me. The quarterly micellar water. I absolutely love this water. This is something else that I would use besides the Bioderma, which is also a micellar water. This was a good one as well. The quarterly, you feel like you can wipe your skin and your skin is actually clean. So I definitely recommend that. It's more on the pricier side, but it's accessible. And I haven't tried any of the drugstore micellar waters as of yet. I hear mixed reviews, so I got this one in a set as well, because you guys know I always get the set with the quarterly my Venusaur serum. Absolutely love this serum, so of course I'm going to keep my serum, but also the micellar water is also going to stay. This Josie Maran Argan Cleansing Oil. I like the Josie Maran one way better actually, because even if, I don't know, it's just like there's something about that where the emulsifier, it feels like it's just moving stuff around your skin, where this actually feels like it's actually removing it, like not moving it around but just getting rid of it. So I like this Josie Maran one, but I'm not going to keep it in this everyday drawer, because again, I don't necessarily, I would prefer this more in the wintertime, and again, I'll reach for it like if I'm have one of those days where I'm wearing heavy makeup, which is rare these days, so I'm just going to put that in my other drawer as well. Then the Strivectin Advanced Retinol Pore Refiner. Absolutely love this stuff, and I just actually put this back in my drawer because I had it in the old drawer, but then I remembered this and I love this stuff, so I'm gonna actually keep that in and use that up. Because another open Smith's Rosebud Salve. Back in the holidays they had like a 3-piece kit, so this is another open one, and I'm just making sure that I get every single penny worth. So like I said, me, Chloe, the boys use it, everybody uses it, so we just have so many of those. So this is the Purely Eye Serum, and I really did like this. This is called the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 Eye Adore Serum. This sample has been going a long way. Granted, I don't always use it, but when I do use it, I do like this Pure Lease Eye Serum. And it's not. Now this is the Tarte, this is the lip scrub, and I use this from time to time when I want to exfoliate my lips, so I am going to keep that in there. Here we have the Josie Maran moisturizer, and this moisturizer is done, so I don't even know why that's still in here. Again, that's something that's going to go in the empties. This is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator, which I love, but since I got the Tarte one, I haven't been using it, but it's small enough so that I can stay in that drawer. I haven't used this yet. I didn't even know this was in the drawer, but this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer, so I'm definitely going to keep that in there too, because I don't hardly get any breakouts like that. I only get breakouts when it comes to being that time of the month, but this was a sample that I got. I have 2 of these. One is in my bathroom as well. This works wonders actually, even though the Murad one, it does diminish it like quickly. So if you have somewhere to go, if you wake up with a pimple and you got somewhere to go and you need it going that day, I definitely recommend the Murad. But with Zap-Zit, I did realize that you can put this on and overnight you'll get the same results. So I don't know how much this costs, anything. Like I said, these were samples, so I have 2 things that make sure that I get rid of my bumps when I have them. This is another sample that I had. This is a Purely's Blue Lotus Essential Daily Moisturizer, and this was a sample that I had got with the eye cream, and this is something I need to use up, so I'm going to keep that in there and just get rid of it. This is the box to the True Serum that I had. This one is empty. There's an empty bottle in here, so now I've gone through 3 of these. As you saw, I got one in my Sephora Play box, so I was mad excited about that, which is basically what I did with it. I poured this. As you can see, they updated the packaging these days, so this is the Ole Henriksen True Serum. Absolutely love this, and this is the one that I got in the Sephora Play box, so I ended up just pouring this into the bottle that I had there just to, you know, stretch it out. And now I don't have no more. This is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask, and this is similar to like the one that I use from L'Oreal, which I actually kind of prefer the L'Oreal one better because it's a better price. Like it basically does the same thing, so I do like this one. But again, if I was paying my coins, that was a sample, but if I was paying my coins, I would definitely just buy the L'Oreal one. Back here we have the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Hydrating Facial Wipes, and this is to soothe normal and dry skin. I did not like these. This is dry as hell, but when you first get it, it's wet, it's soapy. I just don't like it. So there's one wipe in there, and I basically, being that this is dried out, I just wet it with like one of the micellar waters, and I use that just to get rid of it. I have a pack of the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Radiance Facial Wipes, which I just opened just to get rid of it again. But not really a fan of these. It was 2 for $6, I think, from Ulta. I picked up 2, don't like either one, so that's that. Back here I have my makeup eraser, which I have videos on that, so I'll link that down below, but I always keep that in my drawer. And this one is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. This is the one that exfoliates and refines pores. I have other exfoliating things that I'm using now in the shower, so that's why it's all the way here in the back. I don't reach for it too often at all. I think I may have used that one like twice. I wasn't as big of a fan of this one as the black charcoal mask that they have. And then back here I also have a sample that I want to try out. And lastly over here I also have the CeraVe gel oil, which I really don't like. It made my skin hella oily, and I feel like even when I didn't have it on, it was hella oily. So don't really like this one, but the SPF absolutely loved. I think